Okay. And current police chief in Dayton, Ohio, and incoming Greensboro police chief, correct?
That's correct.
Great. Okay. Do you know at this point when your first day here on the job will be? When are you set to be sworn in?
Swearing in, I know the first day is May 13th. I think swearing in, they'll announce probably be at least a day before that.
Okay, so a little more than a month from now.
Correct.
Okay. Have you started looking at places here yet, or are you still kind of in transitional mode?
In transition mode, I think we'll have everything set up. Probably not by the time we start. So I know we have made some arrangements to stay temporarily at a place near work, but we're hoping that probably within a week's time of us being there, that we'll have housing.
Okay. Have you either reached out to or have you heard from yet any of your sort of regional law enforcement counterparts, either Sheriff Rogers in Guilford County, Sheriff Kimbrough in Forsyth County, Chief Penn in Winston-Salem, or Chief Cheeks in High Point? Have you had the chance to connect with any of those folks yet?
I have not. I know there were some chiefs in part of the process when I went through some of the scenarios that everybody was tested on, and my understanding is some of them are chiefs. So I know their faces. I don't know who they are. I know I've reached Chief Campbell, the fire chief, I believe Jim Campbell reached out to me via text. I know the interim chief had asked me if he could share my number with Chief Thompson. My understanding he's on vacation out of the country, so he has my number. So yeah, so I've not talked to somebody, the others that you're mentioning. I know somebody from the FBI National Academy reached out to me. I believe he's retired, but he's involved in the National Academy. So he reached out. So we had a good chat since I'm a FBI National Academy graduate.
You have a lengthy resume and career in law enforcement. Do you have any ties to the state of North Carolina prior to earning this position?
I think you just called me old. I think.
Experienced. Let's go with experienced.
No, I have no ties, and I can tell you that every place I've been as a chief, I've never had any ties there, but I've made lifelong friends from those places, including Dayton. Um, but North Carolina was definitely an area that was on our mind for different reasons. Maybe when we were done and when this opportunity came forward, we thought, "Oh, that's a state that we want to live anyway. Maybe we'll compete and see if we're fortunate enough to get the opportunity to lead a department, and it did occur. So it was in our mind, but no. I've been to Greensboro one time before I came for the process, and I flew into the airport because of some storm. We got diverted, and then the flight got canceled, so I took a rental and took 85 to back to DC, which is kind of home. DC area is home. All my family is there.
You mentioned it a little bit, being attracted to the state. Was there anything else about this city, this opening, that you found compelling?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of things that I found compelling. I would not have applied. I think one is from the announcement, the skill set that the city was looking for. And then you have to look yourself and be honest with yourself and saying, does that match with your skill set? And I thought it matched really well. What I really liked was the city's approach about addressing and making people's life better and understanding that all departments have to work together in a collaborative manner to address the issues that are facing the city. That is very, very attractive to me. And I'm not the only one, but a lot of people like me will understand that we as police deal with symptoms of larger societal issues, and then we can address immediately what those issues might be, but long term and addressing them in a manner that will make them go away. It requires a holistic approach, which the Vision 36 that I believe the city just adopted kind of talks about that. That hey, it's just not about what police does or public works does. How do all of us play a part in making sure the people who come visit Greensboro, who live in Greensboro, who do business in Greensboro, are taken care of and needed a short-term need, but also for the long term. And that is very attractive to me. Where I grew up in Arlington, Virginia, kind of had that approach, and I saw that during my lifetime, where crime went down drastically from the time that I started there to the time that I finished there, and it continues to go down. And really, we can, as police, we can take credit, but I will tell you that honestly and realistically, it was an effort from the municipality that led the the median income to go up drastically, the housing prices to go up maybe a little bit too much. That makes it at times unaffordable, but also kept the diversity that they're very proud of, opened us to members of different parts of the community, different groups like me who come into this country making trying to make a better life. And that was very attractive to me. And I saw that in Greensboro with their approach to Vision 36. That was very, very attractive. So I'm like, I want to be part of that. And the fact that your weather is a whole lot better than Dayton, Ohio, or even Washington, D.C., and a whole bunch of golf courses. I'm an avid golfer. It was also very attractive, but not the only reason.
What would you mentioned a few things just there. What would you like the people of Greensboro and the Piedmont Triad as a whole to know about you and your approach to law enforcement?
My approach to law enforcement fundamentally is this, that I'm not here to police anybody. I'm here to serve people. We just do it through a profession called policing. Another part of that, I grew up when I came to U.S. as a 15-year-old, but when my family moved, we came from a country that was really not a democratic country. It is now. The military still have a lot of influence. So the democratic values of our society are very important, where all of us are answerable to someone. There are no kings in our country. That is very attractive to me. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me just from what I saw when I was young. Foundationally, I love being a collaborator and work with people from all walks of life. If their vision, and this is just not policing, this is people outside of the police department, if their vision is to how do we make ourselves better, community, how we can do a better job policing, I'm going to be there with them. I might not agree 100% with them, but we're going to actually have something in common saying, how do we make it better? Because I can tell you from my perspective, we do not want to see crime, right? Because responding to calls for service that are critical in nature, it is a stressful job. And you see a lot of my colleagues that retired after I left Arlington have passed. I think that there's this trauma that gets built up. So my desire is to make sure that I put things in places with the people that I work with in the community that will reduce that harm, not just for the community members, but also for the police officers that respond to those things. Because we don't get calls for barbecues or birthday parties, right? We're getting calls when people are in dire need, and we go to those calls. So it's easy to be jaded, but then our job is to make sure that we understand that is such a small percentage of our community that creates harm, and try to be centered in that sense. So that's philosophically my approach. What that looks like for Greensboro, I can't tell you today. I know every place I've been as a chief or when I was a command staff member in Arlington, we did things differently, but with the same thought process that we're here to serve somebody else and understand that. Sometimes it does mean arresting someone. Other times it means that we find alternate ways of doing things. Dayton has a great unit called Immediate Response Unit, where non-critical calls, non-emergency calls that might involve dispute with neighbors. We actually have professional staff that responds there, not in policing. That takes such a burden off of us, where we have more time to address those who do want to commit harm against other people. That's a pretty new approach, and I think that is something I learned from that approach. And I now see how much my officers appreciate when MRU is working. So I mean, there are things to learn and things to do better. And if that is your focus, we're going to get along great.
Generally speaking, anytime a person in a position of authority, whether it's a business or an organization or a police department, moves on for whatever reason, whether they retire, take a job somewhere else, there are a number of internal candidates who are interested in that suddenly vacant position. You are obviously an outside hire, outside the Greensboro Police Department, outside the state of North Carolina. As someone coming into this city's police department, how important is it to you to establish trust with not only your sworn staff and your civilian staff, but also with the city as a whole? Because most people here had not heard of you. You were not on their radar prior to this news coming out a few days ago.
Yeah, I think trust is what creates legitimacy, and that is not earned by any words I'm going to tell you today. It's earned by consistent action. And if I know Greensboro did a pretty thorough background on me and talked to a whole lot of people, even people that I didn't provide them, because my understanding was that the background investigator, with every person that called, asked for another contact that I had not talked to. I think that's how the word got out, because so I think, based on what I've been taught by my bosses growing up in Arlington, the trust comes from consistent action, and consistency, not in the first 100 days, but consistency in year one, year two, year three, year four. And I think I've tried it. I have done my level best to stay true to that principle. Um, and I think hopefully you will see the same thing in me. The fact that there were internal candidates, I think, is actually a great thing, because that just shows that you have talent. And my job, because no, it's not official, but I think Dayton stands a pretty good chance of selecting somebody from inside for the first time in 26, 27 years. Um, that's not because of me, but that's just because of me trying to make sure that we put things in place so the internal candidates will have a better shot at moving up. Not that they haven't done that in Greensboro, because I think I'm going to be the first one in the last three chiefs that's coming from outside. But yeah, the trust issue it goes for the legitimacy of the police department, and nothing that I'll say today, and from my perspective, if I'm on the other end, will do anything to earn trust. It really is by actions, and I hope to show that by my actions, and make sure and show that I'm very open to from to talk to people from different walks of life, different perspectives, people who might not necessarily believe in what we do from a police perspective, and kind of convince them that we are from the same cloth. Our mission is the same. We might get put in different situations, but our core as a police officer is really going back to when I became a cop, or why did you become a police officer? It's to help the community that I'm serving. That core for me hasn't changed. But that, to be honest, you'll only see that through my actions, and through actions of people that I'm going to be serving with in Greensboro. So I think I have a pretty good history of that, but that is for everybody else to judge based on the actions. Hopefully, you'll see soon.
What would you say is your greatest or most proud accomplishment during your law enforcement career? And what was your biggest mistake, or the one thing that you wish you could go back and maybe have handled a little differently?
I'm pretty introspective. I am extremely critical of myself. So every little time I think things don't go according to what I wish had gone, I always look back and say, did I do a good enough job explaining my position? Because if it did not, then the fault lies with me, not with anybody else, first and foremost. So it really isn't any one single thing. I mean, that's like a cheese process. Everybody asked that question. I have some examples of, in retrospect, I would do things a little differently that I did. I don't think the end was what we're trying to do was still the right thing to do, but how we went about doing it, it might have been a little different, right? I'm extremely conscientious that we're dealing with people, right? This is a people's business. We have technology, we have technical expertise, but at the end of the day, we're people business, and I always want to make sure that I'm conscientious of not that I'm never going to hurt somebody's feeling, but not intentionally doing something that makes somebody think that they're not worthwhile, right? I'd never want to leave that impression on anybody else. My faith requires that of me, that I'm required to love every human being that I come across, and there is no reciprocity that I'm expecting. So I'm always actually judging myself and said, was I kind enough? Did I? And that's why I do focus on behaviors from anybody, including my officers, where I always tell them that I love them. I might not be happy with what they did, and I will judge them on that action and not based on that. Say that, and even the people. I mean, one of the jobs I had was overseeing investigation that was sex crimes, and most of the cases we had was crime against children. Even those individuals that became up guys, they knew the kids because they were family members. Even there, I didn't hate them. I despised their actions and their behaviors, and held them accountable for that. So my mind just doesn't work that way. From a accomplishment perspective, I'm proud of the people that I work with, and when they succeed, I'm really happy about that. I've been fortunate that a lot of people that I work with, not necessarily because of me, because I think they had the talent and I just needed guidance. Kind of like what was done with me. I would have never imagined as a 24-year-old when I started this career that I would be a chief of police, not one time, not twice, a few times over. That didn't happen by accident. That happened because of the guidance I got to make sure that was the right direction. So I try to pay it back. So I'm proud of a lot of different people when they are doing things and they're more successful after working together and making sure they understand how much I value who they are. So that's what I'm proud of. I mean, it's a long-winded answer. I'm never proud of just one single thing because every single thing I've done, there's a whole bunch of people who are responsible for making that happen. So any successes that I've had as a chief, as a human being, as an officer, it was never just me, right? I might have been put in charge of a team, but it was never just me. It was always a whole bunch of other people. So, taking credit for things like that, I don't know if that's just not my nature to do that. I have to answer to a much higher authority than you, and it's not my wife. It's the Almighty. I don't think He would take very kindly upon if I became arrogant of successes that we do have had in my career, because there are so many other people that are responsible for those successes. So I don't know if that answers the question, but
I appreciate that. That's certainly thoughtful. Final thought for you here. I don't know if you've had a chance to check out Greensboro Police Department's Twitter account, but it has about 27,000 or so followers, and they have developed a knack for using a little humor, using a little snark. Just some recent examples here. Some of y'all are like, "Free my boy," expecting us to read it and be like, "Aw, okay." Another tweet, "Just out here running a checkpoint. Who knows where we'll be next?" Some other examples here. That's why we're throwing shade like it's sunny. Maybe we should start a roasting thing like here on here like Wendy's. Your thoughts about using social media in a way to maybe connect to a younger audience and maybe trying to incorporate a little bit of humor. Is that something that people who follow the Greensboro Police Department on social media should expect to continue, or is that something that you're going to maybe kibosh when you take over officially?
no, that I think humor. I'm gonna be very solemn right now, but I will tell you, I make fun of myself more than anybody else, and I make fun of firefighters. Sorry, firefighters. I love them. Who else gets to sleep on the job and get paid for it, right? I'm a little jealous actually for that. So humor is actually a great thing. I think it disarms us. It kind of brings us level down. So humor is not an issue. I actually met the young man that actually is behind all of these things. I just remember the turtle fart. It stays in my mind, and he goes, he did his job because I remember that tweet. So no, that's not kind of thing that I'm really. I guess obviously if it's offensive, we're gonna address that. But really, I've been ever since I was selected, I've been following. Even before that, I was following their X feed, their Twitter feed, and yeah, I mean, I think humor it disarms us. And I think it's just a great way to connect people, especially the generation, the younger generation. I don't know if Facebook is the right decade. I think old farts like me are the ones on Facebook, but I think social media is definitely a tool that we should be utilizing, and we should, not. I mean, our job is serious, so I'm not saying that we should not take our job seriously, but really should not take ourselves as seriously as we might. We are human beings like everybody else. We're fallible. We will make mistakes. The issue is, are we going to understand that we made a mistake and correct what other mistakes are? So yeah, I'm not. I've never really focused on little things. I'm more focused on macro things. How do we continue the successes that Greensboro has had, and what the vision is from city manager and the council as to how to make this city even better than they are today, and just move the needle forward. So yeah, I don't plan on changing. I don't plan on changing. I told officers. I met a few officers. I was there for a day. I'll probably be back before I start. So I don't plan to change their hours they work, the days off. Those are things are, if they're working, they're working. That's really never been my focus. I don't bring people from outside. I use the people that are inside because you already have enough talent, and I make sure that people at the front end understand that this is their department. This is not. I don't try to make it my department. I try to make it our department, the community's department, to make sure that we move forward as a team, because you have 300 plus thousand residents living in the city of Greensboro. you got about close to 700 officers. You still have more people. So the safety issues and all that, we're going to be there, but it is all of our responsibility collectively to make sure we do better. So yeah, I'm not. Those are not the things in my mind to change. Now, part of that is for me is to listen and learn informal ways of communication, formal ways of communication. Really make sure I'm on the same page with the city manager and the council. And I know I'm going to be, because they asked a lot of tough questions, which I was very honest and forthright about as to how my mind works. And I still got hired, so maybe I did okay.
Pleasure to speak with you here today, sir. Look forward to meeting you in person. Safe travels and Godspeed.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.